I was gonna script this, but mm, I don't know. It's not really what I do. So I got a big, I guess, announcement or whatever. Um, just so like people don't get freaked out or anything. Um, the server is gonna remain unchanged. Well, for now, as we improve it and do whatever. The coaching stuff that I offer, schizoids and stuff, that is still available. I'm still going to be there for people that need it and can want to set up like sessions with me. Um, what's going to be changing is the channel. Now, I've been working on the schizoid stuff, advocating everything on it specifically for 4 years now. Talking about my experiences, talking about a lot of stuff. I hope you didn't hear my phone go off there. We'll see. And I hit a wall. Um, During this entire time, I think I've said everything I could say about the subject myself. And I had banked on getting the attention, getting the help from academics, psychologists, people that are interested in the subject, that are in the field. Um, I had created a nonprofit type deal with the hopes, like 2 years ago, hoping that by now I would at least have some psychologists on my side that want to do something more like consistent. My goal was to essentially one day raise some money, and step one would be to essentially get psychologists that are interested in helping schizoids to try more experimental forms of therapy for the purposes of, you know, making it work, and then I would be able to like pay them, right? Because obviously, they have to make a living. But unfortunately, when I had a lot of these ideas and I wanted to do a lot of these things looked like they were going on the up and up. Um, didn't really turn out that way. It just became progressively harder to get a hold of just about anyone that is written anything on the subject. Um, and Even content creators of various kinds, whether they were mental health side of things or neurodivergency side of things. I can't tell you how many emails, texts, like DMs back and forth, and on different platforms, even Zoom calls, so on, that I've had to do to try to make something happen. And I know many will say, well, that's not all on you, Anks, but I feel like I failed at doing this. But something more hopeful, I guess, is that when I've had, you know, bouts of depression talking about this on stream or otherwise, I've always had people, Zoids that do watch, and telling me, they got something personal out of it. They've DM'd me privately, like, I got something out of it. I know you feel discouraged, so on and so forth. And apparently, there's a significant amount of people that do get something out of the server, what I have said so far, or what's available on the channel. Um, and Even the people I've helped do some kind of like schizoid life coaching and things like that for. But that wasn't good enough for me, and so I just kept like hounding myself over and over, like, why can't I want to do something more that can affect something slightly systemic, some small degree, to influence the way therapy is approached for schizoid and stuff, um, anything like that. And it wasn't in the cards for now. So what I want to do going forward is obviously support all that sort of stuff, but I want to start covering basically any subject that I have thoughts on, that I think a certain position regarding. I'm usually coming from a kind of humanistic, um, reduce suffering, increase, efficiency, um, not at not with the cost of increasing suffering. Just to make that clear. And I have a lot of philosophical, political, psychology, academic positions, blah, blah, blah. I have a lot of stuff in my head about a lot of things. And if like news about schizoid stuff or a new article or a piece of research or something particularly interesting like comes out of the woodwork, then yes, that's fine. That's something I will definitely cover or talk about. But I feel like I've just been kind of reiterating the same things over and over, and the channel hasn't grown almost at all because of that. It was like a spurt of growth, and then it kind of stagnated. Um, so if that's not what you signed up for, if that's not what you're interested in, I'm sorry. Uh, I couldn't get the interviews I wanted, couldn't get the connects that I wanted, the networking and such, many hours of it. And so for now, I'm going to kind of focus on the growth of the channel so that eventually maybe I can gain enough some traction so that maybe I can get the attention of content creators that are in the mental health side of things and stuff like that. My personality is definitely not going to. I'm not going to be sugarcoated. I'm not going to talk any differently. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be a dick sometimes. I'm going to be crass sometimes. I'm not going to worry about a lot of these things and a lot of the stuff that is generally worried about. So that's sort of how I want to move forward with the channel from now on. Now, I actually already set up, I've been working on like, having a little, it's not just going to be the same like stream setup, it's going to be a little more stylized. And I'm hoping some of you like it, but if for some reason some people are like turned off by this change, um, and trust me, it's still, the schizoid stuff is still always in the back of my mind because that's like one of my major goals, to help the Zoids. And if you were like on my Patreon or anything like that, you're like, no, this is terrible, you're abandoning. I doubt that's like the position. But if that's how it's you feel about it, hit me up. I don't mind explaining why this is occurring. Whether you're a Patreon or somebody that helps on the moderation team or anything like that. Thanks a lot, guys. Leave comments. I'll respond to them if you have questions or concerns.